Hall. Ryan has Breece Hall ranked 4 this week, and Keoni has Breece Hall at 11. So,
round 1, fight.
He is a monster. Listen, Raiders give up like the 4th most fantasy points or 5th most fantasy points to running backs. He is a big play waiting to happen. Last 5 games, 3 or more receptions in all of them. Him being involved in the pass game, they took the snap limit off of them. He's been over 50% in the last 4 games. And in those 4 games, RB3, RB4, RB7, RB23. And last week, I mean, how many times did he have a gain 20 yards or more, 15 yards or more off a penalty? Like, it was literally taken away from this man. He should have had at least, 100 total yards. Because I remember Garrett Wilson blocking the back that took that man 25 away. Hurt my heart. Breece Hall has looked explosive. He is fully back. And this Raiders defense, no offense, I'm glad that, they're all happy and, they're excited. But they played the Giants last week and Daniel Jones got hurt. But this team still sucks. Like, it's not a good team. It's not a good run defense. It's not good against running backs. Don't fool yourself. Breece Hall is a top 5 running back guaranteed on my Charles Barkley.
I know that the Raiders are one of the worst defenses in the league versus running backs. And that, yes, they got their post-coach fire game win out of the way. However, have you seen this Jets offense? It is horrible. And they stall so much. I know he is like incredibly talented, and he's basically pretty much the only person on this offense and driving their offense basically by himself. And he's going to get a lot of touches. Yes. However, I do think the Raiders, I think they're going to get punched in the mouth by Breece Hall. I think they're going to step up past just the one game. And I think they seem like a completely revitalized team. I know, a lot of teams do the one after they're, that's almost guaranteed. But they seem like they seem so different. And I believe Anthony Pierce, I don't know. It seems different. Not that they're going to be 180 from what they were, but I think they'll be more of a bend.
Of course, they seem different. They were playing against Tommy DeVito, whatever his freaking name is. Okay, of course. I would look different too if I was playing against a guy who freaking sucks. I don't know what to tell you.
But so does Zach Wilson.
Okay,
they cannot move the ball outside of. I think they're going to bend, not break.
But Zach Wilson gives Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson opportunities.
Sure.
Tommy DeVito literally threw the ball backwards multiple plays in a row with a chance to win the game a couple weeks ago. This man is scared. Zach Wilson is also scared, but not as scared, which is fair.
I think Breece Hall will get plenty of yards and some catches, but I think Vegas's sole goal, and like their life depended on it, will be to stop the run. Because they do not have to really worry as much about Zach Wilson until, there's less than 5 minutes left in the game. Because then somehow he turns it on. It does something. I still see Breece Hall finishing as a top, he's going to be an RB1, but I don't think he'll finish in the top 5. I think there's too many opportunities for just random running backs, get 2 touchdowns or get, 100-yard, whatever, a big break off. So they, find the end zone or whatever to sneak into that top 5 spot that can easily just push him out. But on talent alone, he will stay as an RB1. I just don't think as a top 5 RB this week.
Let's move on to round 2. We have Keoni versus Ryan once again. DK Metcalf. Keoni has him at 20. Ryan has him at 12.
Final round. Fight!
All right. I want to believe DK Metcalf can finish as a wide receiver 1 this week because, we all know that he's capable. The matchup certainly seems like it can facilitate that with Washington being in the bottom 5 of defenses versus the receiver position. However, Metcalf hasn't been all that great this season. He's been a solid wide receiver 2 at times, but he has not had a higher finish than wide receiver 18. He has 4 games with 6 or fewer targets and has no more than 6 catches in a game, which is very much wide receiver 2 territory. He also only has 2 touchdowns on the season in 2023. He's also only gone above 70 yards twice. So the production just isn't there for him to finish as a wide receiver 1, even if it is wide receiver 12. He is getting work around mid to low end wide receiver 2. And because of the matchup is nice, that's why I put him around 20. Otherwise, he's not doing enough this season to lead me to think that he will finish as a top 12 wide receiver. It's just, regardless of matchup or what have you, it's just not happening. He is finishing as a wide receiver 2. And so I just don't think he can be a wide receiver 1. It's just, it hasn't happened yet this season. So why would I believe otherwise?
All right, give me a second. I'm trying to figure out the last time
My
the Washington Commanders haven't allowed a wide receiver to shit off on them, and it was week 1. It's been a long time, guys. Listen, DK Metcalf has been struggling, but the best cure is this Washington Commanders defense that gives up the 3rd most points to wide receivers. Tyler Lockett, hurt, banged up. DK Metcalf has been banged up. But I just think this offense or this defense struggles with deep balls. JSN is line of scrimmage type of guy. Tyler Lockett has been, mid-range. The deep ball guy is DK Metcalf. Last week, what was his long reception? Only one of the game, 50 yards. You get a 50-yard reception against one of these Commander D-backs, it's going to be a great day for DK.